Okay, with that said, now we have audio. We have Michael Markle joining us as well from BTC Inc. We have a bunch of people here. Yeah, it's nice to see that we are filling up this room as I will be talking about mastering AI and Bitcoin like a rock star. Who thinks this is like too cheeky of a title? Raise your hand. Okay, yeah. You're right, sir. Like I try to go with the cheekiest title possible, like as many buzzwords, so that we get the full room and audience. But yeah, I promise I will be talking about AI. And what I love about this conference and this event is the fact that usually it's even smaller space. Like I don't know what's up with this high of a ceiling, but it's great to have a tight knit close environment where we get to not only like me talk but to interact, ask questions, answer those questions, and it always ends up being amazing. Like for me, 1 year it ended up being too amazing. So in workshop like this, I spilled some beans on a private info on BitPay, and then I need to get Gary to delete that recording. And I'm glad I did, because Michael Markle here from BTC Inc. Now I'm advising BTC Inc. and BitPay has a good relationship with BTC Inc. So I don't want to jeopardize that. So thank you, Gary, for deleting that recording. But for today's session, we're proceeding as if this recording is gonna live forever, and AI may even get to enjoy it. But again, I want to make it fun. I want to make it as interactive as possible. So I'll just have 15 minutes to set up the topic, and then we'll switch to more Q&A, more dialogue. But even in those 15 minutes, if anything I say inspires you to interrupt, raise hand, laugh, applaud, post on socials, by all means do it. And then we process it as a group. Okay, sounds good? Okay, good. Yeah, that was almost an applause for me. I was hoping, yeah, but we'll get there. Anyways, a question just to know how long should I make the introduction. How many of you in the room follow my work already? Okay. How many of you follow me on X? Oh, that's more hands. Good. So you follow me on X, but you don't follow my work. Okay. No, it happens. Like one of my favorite things and moments in Bitcoin is when I meet someone that followed me for like, oh, Rockstar, I follow you on X for 5 years. I had this one VC. It was like, Rockstar, I follow you for 5 years. Like, I love what you're doing. Like, I wish I could shit post, the way you do. I was like, you can? I said, no, I have VC fund, they would. The thing is, you can, and the more you get to express yourself uniquely online, the better you will do. So I also want to encourage you to do that. But since many of you already know me, I'll try to go quickly through all of these slides. And there are for the people that don't already know of Rockstar Devs, called Uncle, Bitcoin Uncle. I am a core contributor on BTC Pay server. And then I'm also well known for my role in starting this small, tiny company called Strike. Besides that, lately I'm doing what I'm doing right now, traveling around Bitcoin events, giving talks, connecting with people, occasionally organizing events with XFrog. Yeah, and that's why he always like boosts me up like he did with Mike. And so BTC Pay server, also for those that don't know, started in 2017 when we had BitPay declare that they will be switching all of their merchants during block size wars. They'll be switching all their merchants to Segwit2x, or upgrading them, as they like to say. Nicholas Dorier, Bitcoin developer, he didn't like that at all, because over the years he recommended BitPay to a lot of his friends, a lot of his colleagues, onboarded a lot of people to BitPay. And then when he saw that all those people are going to end up on Segway to X4, he was having none of it. So he tweeted this famous tweet: "This is lies. My trust in you is broken. I will make you obsolete." And he proceeded to code in order to achieve that. Very smart, very smart, especially since BitPay just raised $60 million from Bitmain and other VCs. But somehow we started doing it. Then over the years, this community of people around BTC Pay and then contributors, supporters of the projects, it just kept growing. This is a Bitcoin sign guy. So I got him to hold this sign for us as we celebrated at the Bitcoin conference in 2021. And we have tons of these moments. Like this is us in 2022 in Riga. So it's really wonderful what can happen when, you really dig into best of your skills, and then you do that publicly, allowing people to come around the work you're doing, and then doing it with people like Nicholas. So in this photo, you can see my beautiful masked face, Nicholas, and Izzy. This is CEO of Amber App. It's how many people know of Amber App? Okay, we have some people in the know. It's one of the biggest apps in Australia to stack sats. But yeah, as you do that, then somehow naturally what happens is you start making connections, and then you get mentors, you get friends, you get those group of people with whom you can work together on something that inspires you, that drives you, and it's no longer just you alone contributing to Bitcoin. You're doing that as a part of a bigger group. And as then group starts having a success, those outside of the group join in. They see that success, and then they're like, Jack came to me and said, "Uncle, I love what you're doing with BTC Pay server. Can you join me on Alan Zap?" So I joined him on Alan Zap, and that turned into Strike. Did anyone use Alan Zap back in the day? Oh my God, nice. Now we have two people. It was really the first Lightning wallet, started as a UI on top of LND, and then project was successful, but it was open source, and Jack really wanted to turn it into startup. So we started doing that, and the next 4 years for Uncle Rockstar, 2019 to 2023, was crazy. But traveled the world with Jack. This is us in Africa with Bernard from BitNob. And then this was, believe it or not, 1/3 of Strike at offsite in Belgrade that I organized for them. Yeah, rented this restaurant in medieval fortress, and we got this nice picture. And as it starts being a pattern, like you're running the same loop, but group just keeps growing, because then people see that success, and then another group poaches you, essentially. What happened here is that Jack Dorsey started really getting into Nostr. And then as the momentum was building, he was like, okay, let's organize a conference in Costa Rica. And one morning, it was exactly like this. Like my phone rang. And I was like, what? I saw I had a Telegram group, Nostrica organizers. So I went through the group, saw that they asked Jack Dorsey who to add to organize our group. And he said NVK and Rockstar. So I was like, okay, I guess I'm organizing a conference now. So yeah, this shows one of my most also successful years when it comes to contributing to Bitcoin in 2020, when every single day I managed to submit some kind of a code, open an issue, review a PR on a GitHub. And that really set me up for the success that would later follow. Like, and really ultimately the liberation that Bitcoin has provided for me. Um, so I always tell people when I look back, like, I wish I did more of this. I wish I leaned into even more strong suits of myself, like skills, the experience that I have, and done just that, because that's how you arrive to maximum amount of freedom the fastest. And especially this is relevant now in the age of AI, because AI is a great amplifier. What if there is one thing I want you to, walk away from this presentation with, it's this, is that there is a unique skill that you have. And you likely already know it, but you're doubting, like, oh, it's not paying well. Oh, I'm not in good group. Oh, maybe I should be a programmer. They're paid way better. Like, don't do that. Like, if you're 25, you're pretty much already formed, and you should see what worked and then double down on that. You can pivot a little bit, but you shouldn't go into like you'll be jack of all trades. Do that one thing really well. Everything else, do with AI. And if you're not able to do it with AI, then you shouldn't be doing it. You or if you're in an environment where people are forcing you to do something, like take responsibility for something without actual resources to do it, that's the environment in which you should smile. You should be like, amazing, I'm going to do that. And then you're working on getting to a better environment. Because what's really happening right now is this huge acceleration that we're at the point where you can't even process the news. There was for decades this question of when will AI pass Turing test? When you're chatting with someone online, you won't be able to tell whether it's a person or an AI. And somehow that moment, I would say, like, it already passed. For all of us, when we are using AI, you can say that AI in a lot of cases makes more sense than talking with humans, right? Yes. I think no. I think it passed, and we succeeded, because it's beautiful to think that humanity can create something as great as AI. Now, really, there are now many more open questions and problems, right? Because technical guys like you and me, who are looking into how AI works, what's behind, what's below it, we understand that AI can't be driver. That is just LLM. That something still needs to provide input, right? But the thing is, like, this is here. So, for example, online presence. Anyone that's really trying to, you're going to do your work, and then you also have a great online presence, so you create opportunities for yourself. Like, that's not happening. Ariana Grande, those celebrities, they will get all the views, all the likes, all the reposts. And then what's coming is that they are going to battle now with AI celebrities. So this is where, going back to what I said, you should really double down on your humanity and what you can do the best, what you can do that's uniquely you. And this is where I would also give it to George for a little comic relief as well. But he makes a great point. How many of you already saw this video? Oh, this is beautiful. Oh, nice. Let's go. Let's go. Okay, George. No, from the start. And start.
So I'd hope that I could inspire some people to stop asking questions to people and instead asking them to ChatGPT. Because ChatGPT will give you a far more balanced, reasoned, and thought out answer than a person ever would, because a person gets frustrated. The machine, you can keep asking it the same dumbass trolly question over and over again, and the machine will not be trolled. You will always be trolled, because the machine never gets bored, never gets tired, never gets drunk. It is our future. And we pray to the great machine, God. Happy Sunday. I hope that would inspire some people.
And by the way, this was originally tweeted with breaking George Hotz. So it's actually a pretty good video. But
I could inspire some.
But I will actually finish my formal part of presentation with this and open it up for applause. Now is the time. And questions.